Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm so glad to see my family in here. It is time for our crown chat for today. Okay, so anyway, let me see first of all who is already in here. I'm always happy to see you guys. Hey Juanita, hey Tina, Auntie Eva is here. How you doing? You say you'll be back? Okay. My sister Egypt is here. Hey Juanita. Hey Miss Sparkle. Okay. Gwen, hey girl, I am unique. Kia Coco Pop, this my friend that sent my beautiful sparkling blinged out earrings and my crafting bling. Girl, listen, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do with the bling you sent, the that I use for crafts, the one that's on the spool. Girl, I'm getting ready to cover me a pair of shades because I like everything with bling and crystals. So thank you again for that. That was so cool, right? Let's see who else is here. DT, my DT, paging DT, all the way from New Zealand. Hey, my love. Jam is in the building. HU Angel One, Tammy McClure. That's what's up. I'm so glad y'all made it in here so we can talk today real quick. Y'all know how we do. Ooh, me, oh my. Hey, sis. I love you so much. I'm still enjoying all your handiwork. I got to get with you on some other stuff too. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Odie Wright. Learning to love myself. Wanda. BJ Dez, I'm glad you're here because we want to celebrate your birthday, boo. BJ Dez and Candace Lane, Paige and Candace Lane and BJ Dez. We need to celebrate those birthdays because, yeah, you weren't here yesterday. I knew it was your birthday and I figured someone had kidnapped you for your birthday. Hey, New Year's Bay. Hey, Victoria. So I let it go. But you here today, so we celebrating you today. Hey, AVL. How are you? So good to see you. Short Stack, how you doing? Hey, Dana Cutler. Hey, Sandra Richardson. Wonder Woman Marshall. I know that's right. Glad to see you. Mina Ruth. Girl, I ain't seen you in a while. I'm glad you back. Glad you back. You like some bling too, girl. Anything that sparkles, I swear. If I could drink sodas that sparkle, I would do it. Hey, Sharon Swain, how you doing? Wow, Dana Kurt, how are you? You said your head was about to hit the desk. Well, I'm here to the rescue with my big mouth. AKC, that's my good gossip partner right there. Hey, Sharon Bristol. Lavon, how are you? Queen of C. Hey, gorgeous. You got a birthday coming up too, don't you? You think, yeah, listen, y'all think I don't know, but Dollar know everything about it. I'm always watching. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Serene, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, my Juanita, the real Miss Fake Avatar. How you doing? I'm so glad you back, girl. I always miss you when you're gone. Don't stay gone so long. JC, hey, girl, if you got time to talk today, holler at me, okay? So we can talk and plot and plan on how to have a good time with these good folks. Yes, girl, I love bling. Listen, if y'all look at my wish list on Amazon, don't laugh at me because there's so much blinged out stuff that y'all probably wouldn't think I would like. I really do. Hey, Ann Grace. Okay. Wani made it in here. Hey, Wani. All right. Victoria says, congratulations to Nosy Ho Live on her People magazine article. Yeah, that was awesome. That was so awesome. I'm glad to see our sister elevating and being celebrated. I absolutely love it. Listen, y'all, if you can't celebrate your sisters, you really can't even celebrate yourself. So when you see your sisters climbing and doing wonderful things, make sure you show love. And while we talking about showing some love, y'all please hit the like button for me. I'm begging for likes out here. Okay, I'm like the homeless man. We'll talk for likes. We'll tell jokes for likes. We'll give you hugs for likes. I need some likes. Y'all get the liking for me, okay? Where is Candace Lane? I see BJ Dez, but where is Candace Lane? Candace, are you here yet? Okay. Let's see what else is going on in here before we start running our mouths. Short Stack says, guys, my last baby leaves for college Thursday. Woohoo! You'll be an empty nester. Pray for you. Pray for you. We're going to pray for you, girl. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. You working? That's all right. Come back when you can, girl. Come back when you can. So listen, you just hit the button, Queen of C, Odie. You said pray for the world. I pray for the world. I love the Lord. I love him too. I don't know if you love him more than me, or maybe we can just love him together. He's so wonderful. Prudence Windsor, how you doing? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all hit that like button for me. Please, 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 not your twins, mama. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. And say, I caught you guys live. I'm at the doctor's office getting ready to get my iron infusion. Ooh, that hurts. You guys keep me, you guys get to keep me entertained. Okay. And I'm gonna pray for you for that shot. I hated them iron shots. That just did something to my whole body just knowing that it had to happen. Oh, sister slid up in the building. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? All right. BJ Dez, gorgeous, precious. I'm gonna need that cash app in the stack in the chat so we can pin it to the top so we can celebrate your birthday. Now you are the beautiful lady who landed on another beautiful lady's birthday. And because of that, I got to do something special for you. Probably by the weekend, I wanted to try to order something, but I may not be able to pull that off. So I may just have to send you something special. But I want to make sure we celebrate your birthday and everybody who turned their birthdays in, so that we can celebrate you properly. Private Joy, how you doing? Good to see you. Says Terry Crews said, if you don't switch, you don't have to shout. Yeah, we done already drug Terry Muskie behind. You know we don't like him. He ain't one of us no way. Chanel D Queen, how you doing, girl? SFF, yes. All my cousins coming in here. SPJ Dez, we got to celebrate you, baby. Put that cash app in the chat so we can get this thing going. Lala Chanel, hey boo. Yes, we got to get this thing started. Now on to the housekeeping so we can get on to our topic for today for our chat, right? So hit the like button as you come in. If you have not hit the like button, please, please close the live chat and just hit the like, and you can open your live chat right back up. But y'all hit the like button for me. Sis is begging for likes because they mean a whole lot to me. If you know you like the content over here and you ain't subscribed, y'all, please, if you can do anything. Oh, okay. She said she got y'all when it get unlocked. If you like the content, we make you laugh, we make you cry, we give you hugs, we kiss you all over. Please subscribe to this channel. I'm also begging for those. If you have an opportunity to join channel membership and you want to officially become a member of the royal family, please, the membership link is in the description box below. Hit it if you get an opportunity. If you'd like to and you're not able to, please contact us and we'll do everything possible to assist you to get a membership until maybe you can do it on your own, okay? So there's no problem there. We do not want cost to be a determining factor that prevents you from participating in any of our events, and we're planning so many of them. Our JC, our entertainment coordinator, has got some wonderful things cooked up, and we're going to definitely make sure that we get that put in, okay? So if you all want to be members, make sure you do that so we can take uh so we can make sure you take advantage of everything that's going on. So trade with Jax 10. So let me type that in. Y'all give me a second. Y'all know Auntie is remedial. So let me get that in. All right. Y'all, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Okay. BJ, there's that I put it in right? That's correct? I think so. I think I got it right. Does that look right, y'all? Okay. Well, I just pinned her Cash App to the top of the chat. So we are celebrating her birthday. If Candace Lane comes in, we're gonna celebrate hers as well, so that we can have a wonderful birthday celebration for both of our sisters. She says that is correct and properly moved and seconded by Princess. All right. So now that we got that out the way, movie night is coming up. My brother Paul Green is in the building. Hello, handsome. JC is giving y'all the announcement. She says movie night is coming up, y'all. Don't forget August 27th, and the talent showcase is on the 29th. If you have not voted for movie night, go to the community tab and make sure you vote so that you won't have any excuse for why your movie didn't get picked, okay? So make sure you do that. Also, when it comes to the talent showcase, the Royal Talent Fest, I don't see enough people signed up. Perfect person for me to highlight. Tina, Get your hips over there and sign up. We already had a talk about this. I want to make sure I see your name under that flyer. If you sing, dance, do poetry, rap, if you play spoons, I don't care if you plait hair real fast. I want to see your name under that flyer so that you can compete for this money that folds and does not jingle. Okay? So make sure you do that. Got cash prizes for the family, and it's opened up for all of our sister channels. All right. JC has another announcement before I get going. Let me highlight it for you. She says, dress in your best 1920s slash flapper slash gentleman gear for the movie night. The movie is Harlem Nights because that's who's pretty much won the vote. Okay, you are very welcome. We love you and we are here for you. Okay. Now, with all that being said, let's get into this good old chat that we got to have today. Alethea has slid in for the win and says, y'all bring on the talent. And I have to second that motion. Bring on the talent. We want to see it. Okay? Now, our chat for today, y'all, is go to your own doggone house. Stop sleeping on people's sofas. Okay? This is very important. So I'm going to say it again because I want to make sure you get where I'm coming from. I said, go to your own doggone house, okay, and stop sleeping on people's sofas. Hey, Delicia, good to see you, sis. Love you. Hey, Nisi, I saw you come in. I saw you slide in the door. Y'all think I don't be watching, but I watch. Levon says, I'm too competitive for a contest. That's like literally an oxymoronic statement. That's the whole purpose of a contest, dear heart, is to be competitive. First place is $250. Why wouldn't you be competitive? Second place is $150. Third place is 75, and fourth place is 25. So ain't no such a thing. If you competitive, show us how competitive you are, my dear. If you are a member on any one of our sister channels, that's everybody that's listed in the description box. That's Jaded, Princess, Deb, Nosy. It's a whole list in there. Ty said what Ty said, you name it. You can compete. So make sure, and I've done my best to make sure everybody has a copy of that flyer so that you can sign up on your channel that you're a member on, or if you're a member here, sign up on our community tab. But make sure you sign up, and I have those names ahead of time so that I will be able to add your name on the night of the competition. If your name is not there, you will not compete. And I don't want anybody to miss out. That's right, Nisi. Hey, cousin, how you doing? I'm so glad you made it. Hey, Alita. DC say Levon said he'll move furniture if he don't win. Well, he gonna move some virtual furniture because he ain't to my house. Candace Lane, you made it in. Good, because we're celebrating your birthday as well as our dear sister BJ Dad. So if you will add your Cash App to the chat, then what I will do is go ahead and pin both of them up so we can celebrate your birthday. Please, if you will, do that for me, okay? That would be super. Egypt, if you're here, if she types hers, would you please add hers and BJ Dez to the same comment and I'll just pin it. Hey, Miss Barbara. All right. You say you laughed at the title. Okay. I'm glad you laughed at the title because, I try to make it a little bit comedic because I don't want to be too serious, right? But we got to talk about, going to your own house. Hey, nephew. Y'all tell my handsome nephew, hey, he's so adorable. Hey, Black Diamond. Katie Jones, how you doing? All right. So y'all, let's get this thing started, okay? Let's get it started. All right. All right. Now, go to your own doggone house is what I said. And stop sleeping on people's sofas. Now, I'm going to tell you what I meant by that. What I meant by that is sometimes, hey, Lady C Red, sometimes we get caught up, and Miss Bella, you done slid into everybody creeping in late. All right, but this is good because we on CP time today. What I meant by that is we're going to talk about the difference in begging for a position from somebody else and creating your own. There is a huge difference, y'all, in begging for a position in somebody else's dream, in someone else's structure, and then creating your own lane. Hey, Jen Marie, how you doing, darling? Okay, so we want to kind of get into that. And I said house and sofa because sometimes that's how we come across, right? It happens in jobs. You have some people that go on jobs and all they want to do is beg for attention. They want to be on every special project. They want to make sure the boss man see them every day. They want to make sure that they're trying to make sure they look like they working harder than you. Hey, Aries forever. All those little things rather than creating their own. And maybe this is happening. As Collins, how are you? Maybe that's happening because you have an urge to shine, but you're not willing to step out, whether it's fear, whether it's procrastination. We're going to talk about some of the reasons why you don't step out and create your own lane in a little bit. But I want us to draw attention to the fact that there is a huge difference in begging for a position in somebody else's dream or construct, right? And then creating your own. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. Ms. Barbara says, I took the title as create your own and stop repeating others. No, not so much repeating, because sometimes repeating can be good. We're going to get into that too. Marilyn McGowan, it's good to see you. She says, hey, Royal Fam, I'm trying to become a member. Can someone please put a link up so I can join? The link is in the description box below the video, but I'm sure Egypt or one of our other mods can grab it and paste it for you. And I'm sure they will. We have beautiful moderators like Miss Alethea B that is here. We got Egypt in the building. We got DC. We have some beautiful ladies here who have our backs. Kesey, you made it. Hey, girl. You're going to live a long time because I was sure going to call you today as soon as I got off this train. There's the link. There's the link. All right. So not so much repeating, Miss Barbara, but the issue is, there are some situations where you may work great. Hey, Linda. Hey, DS. And you may be a great worker and you may be doing wonderful things and you may feel underappreciated. I'm pretty sure all of us have been in situations where we feel underappreciated. You feel like I'm doing way more work than this other person. I'm on the different committees. I'm showing up early. I'm leaving late. I'm doing over and above. And yet somehow my work keeps going unnoticed. Okay. Somehow my work is going unnoticed. Somehow, no matter what I do, nobody seems to notice my work. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Let me see a one in the chat if you ever had these thoughts or they ever came to your mind. Hey, Miss G, I seen you slide in, sis. Marva, how you doing? Let me see ones in the chat if this is something that you've ever experienced where you feel like, hey, I'm working my butt off and it looks like nobody notices my work. I'm doing so much more. I have a good attitude every day. I'm positive every day. And no matter what I do, nobody is noticing my work. What's going on? So I see ones. So I'm not talking to the wall. I'm talking to people who actually have lived this thing. Hey, Jazzy, I ain't see you get here, baby. So this is a real thing. This is something that we really experience. I've experienced it too. It's very, very noticeable. It's a very real thing. It's a very real thing. And that's okay to feel that way. But then we got to start looking at the reasons why this is happening. One of the main reasons why this is happening to us is because when you're in someone else's dream, Iyalode, how are you? She says, actually, they do notice. They just pretend not to notice. That's true. Sometimes they do notice. Sometimes it's a matter of, hey, I noticed, but I'm not going to say too much so that way you keep working. Sometimes it's, I didn't really notice because I'm fixated on somebody who may be my favorite. That's another thing that's a very real thing. When someone else has their own little setup or what have you, they may have people that they just click with. Their energy may match with this person better. So they're going to see everything that this person does wonderful. And no matter what you do, it's not going to get anybody's attention unless you fail at something. Yes, it can be very disheartening. And what are some of the other feelings that you start to feel when you feel like you're being underappreciated or undervalued? What are those things? What are the feelings that you get when you feel like you working your butt off and don't nobody see it? Disheartening is a very, very good description. What's another description? What's one more thing that you may feel, or one or two more things? I think it would cause frustration. I've seen it cause yes, jaded apathy. You start not to care about your work. You start not to really show up. You start to phone it in and half do what you're supposed to be doing. Yes, Jam says sadly that is true. When they're not taking credit for your work or ideas. Yes, some of them will do that too. Yes, now we getting into it. Isolated. MJ says resentment. Princess says discouraged, frustrated. Yes, these are the things that we start to feel. Are any of the things? Look at this here. Damn, went straight to it. Pissed, bitterness. All right, now we're getting into it. Resentment from HU Angel One and Karen Frazier. Unappreciated, says MJ. Okay, discouraged. Now we're getting down into it, right? And so when you start to feel these things, are these emotions that motivate growth, creativity, and progress? And I'm not going to wait for an answer to that. It's absolutely not. It does not. It doesn't do it at all. Okay? Say HMMIE says it makes me cry and depressed. Yes, it can do that. It can do that because it's a normal thing. It makes you feel less than. It's true. Taken advantage of. Cheated and underpaid, says Dana Kirk. I want to get that out. DT says angry. It's very, very negative. It does not foster growth. So we got to look at deeper than skin deep, you slid in. Good to see you. Yes. So it doesn't foster growth. And so we got to take a look at what part we play in it. We're going to get to the mirror in a little bit. We always take a stop by that mirror. And we got to start looking at what we do and what part we play that makes us complicit. Yes, small. Ooh, that's a good one. Used. And before we get to the mirror, I want to first address something because I don't want to give the impression that wanting to be noticed for your work is a bad thing. It's not bad. It's very, very normal. It's normal to want to be recognized for the work that you put in. Okay? I Am Unique said, I saw myself caring more about the work that the upper people than the upper people and scaled all the way back from my own sanity. Exactly. BJ Dead says, I lie to myself and pretend it does not hurt, but deep inside it does. So I isolate myself. Casey is reminding y'all about the like button. Please hit the like button for me, okay? MR Spiller says, oh, hey, girl, you done came in here. I'm so glad to see you. So happy to see you. Yes. So you feel like all your efforts are in vain. And you know what? To a certain degree, they are, but to a certain degree, they're not. And more to the point is, I wanted to point out before we go any further, because sometimes just hitting on a subject, we don't want to give a negative connotation that having a very real or very human experience or a desire to be noticed for your work is bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's a very normal and natural thing. It's almost like I watched them do a study with babies where a baby was playing and looking happy and healthy and everything. And then when that baby felt like it was not being seen by the mother, the child began to cry. The mother like simply looked away and refused to acknowledge the baby, refused to look at the baby. And when the mother did that, the first thing I saw the child do was stop smiling. And then after the child stopped smiling, then they looked confused. And after they looked confused for a minute, then the child began to fuss, and then the baby just began to out and out cry. I, I put that illustration out there just to, hey, Serafina, just to illustrate to you that it is a normal urge to want to be seen or recognized for your work, for your talents, sometimes just to be seen by other people, period. It's normal for people to want to be seen. It's okay. You're not committing a crime. It's a perfectly normal urge. It's a human urge. But I need you all to go and grab your royal family emojis and pull out the mirror, that accountability mirror. I want you all to spam the chat with mirrors because now we're about to get into what part you play. And there's several parts you play in this. And I've been in the same spot. I had to do my mirror time. So it's time for all of us to have some mirror time. Yes, I'm seeing the mirrors come out. Let's get into the accountability portion of this conversation, y'all. Now, the first thing that we got to do is stop trying to be recognized in someone else's space. And I mean it. I mean it, y'all. Stop trying to be recognized in somebody else's space. Stop going to your sister's house and cleaning the kitchen real good and expecting her to jump up and clap for you. Now, mind you, in a perfect world, somebody a decent person is going to want to thank you and hug your neck and tell everybody, my sister is the best sister in the world. Look what she did for me. But you always have to look at the fact that if you're doing it for the attention and not for the love, almost every time you are going to get your feelings hurt. Almost every time. If you put yourself, if you put your desire or your human urge, your human need to be recognized in the hand of someone else, almost every time you're going to get your feelings hurt. Almost every time and without fail. If you do it for love, you'll never be disappointed. If you do it with a motive of just see how good of a person I am, see my value, see my worth, you're almost every time is going to be, you're going to be disappointed because people usually fall short. Essence says the question one must ask themselves is purpose. What is my purpose for doing this? That's right. That's why I love that mirror. Okay. DT's got the notes. Mirror lesson number 1. Stop trying to be recognized in someone else's space. That's right. That's mirror lesson number 1. Number 2, we got to pay attention to the fact that we are in charge of our best resource, which is our time. Time is wasted hoping that someone else will notice your value. If you know your value, understand that you know your value. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. Don't wait for somebody else to notice your value. You have to take time in that mirror. You have to evaluate yourself, and then you have to evaluate yourself. You appraise yourself. You appraise your value better than any other person. You don't wait for somebody else to tell you that you're worthy. You don't wait for somebody else to tell you that you're a great person. You're a good listener. You're a hard worker. You're so loyal. You're such a good friend. You're such a good singer. You speak so well. Why are you waiting and wasting your time? See, you're in charge of your resources, time, emotions, energy. Why are you wasting your time hoping on the hope creed that somebody else is going to notice your value and elevate you or skyrocket you up on some platform? It ain't going to happen. Mirror lesson 2, time is a precious resource. Value it immensely and always appraise and evaluate yourself. I love it. BT is my scribe. I love my scribe. The next thing that we have to look at is all those negative emotions we were talking about here longer. Those negative emotions that we were talking about and covering, the frustration, the apathy, the discouragement, the wanting to cry, the being angry, the pissed off, all of that. You are causing that. You're frustrating your own dreams and sowing discord and negative emotions into yourself. You're doing it. You are doing it because you keep putting your dreams in another person's hands. Tia Coco Pop says, if you're not recognized by the one you're doing the deed for, don't worry. When your motive is right and you know your value, someone else notices it. But make sure you and only you know your worth. I know that's right. That is one of the most important things. Evaluate and appraise yourself. Self-appraisal is very important. Okay? And when I say you putting your dreams in somebody else's hands, there's a reason why you want to be recognized for your hard work. There's something that you want from the situation. Again, it's not bad. Everything in life has a payoff, either a negative or a positive payoff, whether it's material, whether it's emotional, whether it's something solid or abstract, there's a payoff. Okay. But when you are putting your dreams, whatever it is that you hope to obtain, whatever it is that you hope the positive outcome will be, you're putting it in the hands of somebody else. If you're a great house cleaner and instead of you getting your own lane, I'm going to go and clean for my sister who has a cleaning service, and I'm even going to do it for free. I'm going to show up early. I'm going to work harder than the girls that she's paying, and she should go tell everybody that I'm a great cleaner, and she should help me promote myself, and she should help me. No, darling, if you're a great cleaner, yes, someone else did have a birthday. That Cash App that you see at the top belongs to BJ Des. We are celebrating her birthday. I asked Candace Lane for her Cash App so we can pin hers as well, so we can celebrate both of these ladies at the same time. But in the meanwhile, make sure that y'all tell BJ Des and Candace Lane happy birthday, because they are members of the royal family and we don't want to miss that. Okay? Hey, Jaja. So you don't want to place your dreams in the hands of another person. If you know that that's what you want to do, that is your dream, stop putting it in somebody else's hands. You are, and at this point, you're an enemy to your own progress. And we don't want to be that. We don't want to be our own obstacles, right? So now it's time to go back to the mirror. Y'all go ahead and spam that chat with the royal mirror again. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the silliest goose of them all? And let's make sure it ain't you. You got to ask yourself, what is preventing you from creating your own lane? What's preventing you from building your own house instead of running around begging to sleep on people's sofas? You see how ridiculous that sounds? Would you respect the person that was doing that literally? If you knew this person had all of the resources to build their own home, they had the credit, they had the job longevity, they had the money in the bank, they had the collateral needed, they had the education to know what to do. And instead of them creating their own and building their own home, they are literally sitting on their resources and begging to sleep on somebody else's sofa. Does that make any sense to anybody? Honestly, does that make any sense to me? Because it don't make a bit of sense to me. That's like a horse trotting backwards. I'm trying to understand, on what planet does that make sense? Some of the same people who are you engaging in this self-harming behavior, you have all the resources. I'm talking to a few people in here right now. You have all the resources. You have the talent. You have the strength. You have the wherewithal. You have the experience. You have the wisdom. You failed a few times. You know what not to do. And yet, you've not created your own lane. DT says, mirror lesson number 3. What is preventing you from creating your own lane? Stop relying on others to make your dream come true. I love my scribe. I just love him so much. That's on point. That is on point. Mm-hmm. This is what I want y'all to think about. That's why we had the mirrors. I had y'all to spam the chat with the mirrors, because you need to ask yourself this question. I can't answer the question for you. Big sis, auntie can't answer this one. I can't tell you why you are refusing to help yourself. I can't tell you why you're doing it. I wish you wouldn't. The world needs you. The world needs to see what you have to offer. Lime Jello is saying they're lazy. I'm not going to say that they're lazy. Some people are lazy, but everybody ain't lazy. You got some people, okay? You got some people that's scared half to death. You got some sisters in here right now, and some brothers too, that's scared of their own shadow. Some people have a fear. Hey, darling. Some people have a fear of failure. Pure fear of failure. You're so afraid to fail that you won't try anything. Some people not only have a fear of failure, some people actually have a fear of what other people are going to say. They're so afraid of judgment and criticism from people who ain't doing a goddamn thing. It slapped you? Okay, I didn't mean to do all that, but just say ouch. And then we're going to tighten up. Yeah. Fear of, she said they may be scared of failure or success. That's true. Some people are afraid to succeed, because then that's a lot more responsibility. So see, that could be any number of reasons. Ooh, just to say me. Ooh, child. All right. Them say I lost you on this one. I didn't mean to lose you, but come on back. Come on back. But this is the thing that we have to understand. You have to risk something. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay? Don't be afraid to try. And if you somebody who ain't never been scared to try nothing, then my hat's off to you. And I want you to encourage some of your other sisters, because it's not always going to be your struggle, but it may be your sister's struggle. And maybe your strength is encouraging somebody else. So if you ain't never been there, either, keep living. And if you live 100 years and you never have that problem, then just try to be an encourager. Try to encourage somebody else, because I can guarantee you, if you haven't, your sister has. Sharon says, I know with me it's mostly fear. I'm a musician and a writer. It's hard to express so much of your feelings and hope they don't get rejected. Ooh, that's another one. The fear of rejection. So that's why mirror time is important. Mirror time is important. So you can ask yourself those important questions. Why am I not doing it? Why am I not doing it? What is my problem? What am I afraid of? What's stopping me? And then the next question you have to ask yourself is, uh, have you found yourself giving up on dreams or losing motivation to go forward because you weren't recognized in the middle of someone else's? Have you been on your job and you working hard and doing all the right things, all the best behaviors, all those, supposedly, you know, progressive behaviors, all the behaviors that are supposed to promote you, and it's not happening? Do you find yourself, ask yourself, have you found yourself losing motivation and not caring about it anymore and being ready to give up? Okay. And you say, it's you Tammy. Okay, from now on, when I see it, I'm gonna know it's Tammy. All right. Thank you for helping me, because I was so struggling with that. Have you found yourself losing motivation? Now all of a sudden you're not even interested anymore. Yes, Anne Grace, stagnant. Okay. You gotta ask yourself that. Because at that point, you just lost half of the battle. Once you lose your motivation and you lose your passion and your drive for a thing, you've lost half of the battle. And that is very, very important. BJ Des, girl, if we celebrating you, and she done sent us a super chat. Thank you so much, sister. I appreciate you supporting the stream. I appreciate you supporting the channel. She says, Shanitra, you give us so much value. I'm so happy I found you when I needed the royal family the most. Thank you so much. I love the unity, and I appreciate you and the family you created. Thank you so much. Bless you and bless you again. And I do pray that the Lord replenish your pockets. May you never lack. Okay. And so, okay, all right. See, you say just validate you and your worth. That's all. But this is the thing. You got to validate you. You can't put yourself in the hands of other people. When you find yourself losing motivation and losing the urge to do the thing that you wanted to do the most, it's because you put your dreams in the hands of somebody else. You put yourself in a position where when they didn't recognize your abilities in their space, that you gave up. It's just like the analogy of the baby. It was like the baby eventually gave up and just started crying. First, he tried to get his mama's attention, then he looked confused and the smile left, and then the tears started. Did you become like that baby? Did you just give up and just fall into depression or self-loathing or self-deprecating behaviors? Like, what happened? And then the last thing that I want to bring to you, because I don't want to be long-winded, because I just wanted to have a quick chat about it, is that heavy mirror moment where we tell ourselves the truth. If you got to that point where you gave up, thought about giving up, smelled the cookie that had give up wrote on it, it's your fault. You did that. And I want you to get it. That's your fault. Okay? And this is not Anitra's beating you over the head moment. This is take a hard look in the mirror moment. It's your fault, because you have control. That's the part that I want you to take away from this more than anything, is that you have control over what happens in your life. You have control over, if you find, like, you might start doing something and you don't even like it at first, but you find out you're good at it. If you find out while you're working at the bicycle shop that you're the best doggone bicycle painter in the world. The best bicycle painter there ever was. The best, the best, the best. And now you like it and you keep doing your best work, and the owner at the bike shop just won't give you your props for nothing. No matter what you do, they just refuse to give you your props. They just ain't gonna do it. At that point, take a look in the mirror and say, hey, this is my fault. I realized I'm good at painting these bicycles. Why am I not stepping out on my own and trying to open up my own business to paint bicycles? Deb says that look in the mirror part is hard sometimes, but it's one of the most important parts of the process. It is. Mirror time is not pleasant, but mirror time is your friend. Mirror time is your friend. Mirror time is that uncomfortable hour that will spur you to motivation. It can inspire you to do something so much better than what you're doing. Mirror lesson number 5. If you got to the point where you lost the battle because you relied on someone else to make your dream a reality, that's your fault. And that is true. That is very true. You have control. If you know that you're good at singing, but you've been singing back up and they won't give you a lead, well, baby, step out on your own. Just start singing by yourself. Don't be afraid of rejection. I forgot who it was talking about being a musician and having to feel rejection. You should be signed up for the Royal Talent Fest, but I don't think I saw your name. I'm not sure, but I got to double check. The reality is, whatever it is, don't allow yourself to be your own obstacle. Do on your own. Even on this platform, YouTube, if you know you got thoughts, and this one lady for sure, she in here and she know I done told her, and I ain't gonna tell her business, but she know who I'm talking to. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Okay. Now, at the end of the day, you know you got a good voice, you got a powerful voice, you got something to lend. Don't put your gifts in somebody else's hands. Gifts are given to the person they were intended for. Y'all gonna get that later. I don't give gifts. I don't give gifts. The man up above gives gifts. If he gave it to you, he didn't give it to that person for a reason. It wasn't for you to lend your gift to somebody. I'm talking to somebody. I don't know who you are, but I'm talking to you. Your gift was not meant to be lent to anybody. It was given to you for you to prosper. Number 6, you have the power to make your dream a reality. Don't allow yourself to be your worst enemy. I like that one, Scrag. I like that one, DG. We have to really tell the truth. And the fact that you have the power to control how your outcome happens. Like, you control how you're exposed. If you know you're an actress, stop going there and doing bit roles at the church and hoping that a Hollywood producer just happened to show up at the Mount Pisgah Missionary Baptist Church and the Pillar in the Ground of Truth and just do this for you. Because Pastor and them won't say your name. It's people at the church right now that fell out with the church and talking trash about the church people. And Grace, Candace didn't ever give us her cash app. She didn't give it to us because I was gonna put it up, but I was looking for it. I don't know whether she had to duck back out. But these people don't sell out at churches because they were working in the church and pastor wouldn't say their name on the program enough. They let you work at the church, but you was mad because when nobody get up there and said you made the best collard greens. You mad because ain't nobody said, well, Sister Johnson come by here and clean this sanctuary every Saturday and don't ask for $1. You got to ask yourself, what is the payoff that you're looking for? If you want to be recognized for your good work, put your good work out there on your own. And if that's not what it is, if you're doing it just for recognition, just for titles, just so people can say your name, or just because you need attention, then maybe you might be doing things for the wrong reason. And you might want to check yourself. Okay? And the last point I want to make before we wrap it up and look into our takeaways for the day is you got to conquer your fear and do what you got to do. You got to conquer your fear and activate your faith. Okay? Create your own lane, your own home, your own ship, and stop begging to be seen on somebody else's. Stop. Just stop it. Layla say, don't rent or lease your talents. Own them. That's right. You don't rent them. Stop renting it out. Thank you, Ann Grace. Tell them again. Check your motives. Check your motives. If it's just a matter of, and I know a lot of times people don't have bad motives, their motives are clean and pure. But when you want to be recognized for your hard work, do what you need to do. Stop being afraid. Whatever that thing is that's holding you back, I advise you to stow it somewhere. Put it in the back of the closet where you put all them Christmas decorations. You don't need that. Hey, AP Leo Queen. You don't need that. Put it in the back of that closet with them Christmas decorations that you pull out once a year. You don't need it. That's right. Miss G said we are creatures of self-sabotage, but want to seek value from others. Exactly. And we got to stop it because it doesn't help you. It does not serve you. DT says mirror lesson number 7. You got to conquer your fear and have strong faith. Own your lane and ask yourself, what is your why? That's a good one, DT. What is your why? Why? Oh, there. Okay, there go Candace. Egypt, do you have this or do I need to do it? Let me know, Egypt, if you got it. Or Keisha, any one of y'all, if y'all can put this cash app with the other one and put it up there. This is the one for Candace Lane. Can y'all get it for me? Please. That's right. Melody 1960 says activate your faith. Activate your faith. It's very important. This is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. Stop being afraid. Stop being your own obstacle. Okay? That's the one, DC. Okay, I was trying to get you to put that one and the other one in the same message, but that's okay. I'll see if I can do it because I can't pin two. They want me to put them both on the same one. Y'all, hold on one second because I want to make sure we do this. Hold on. 1 second, family. 1 second. Hold on. And okay, got it. DC got it for me because I was over here struggling. Ooh, thank God for DC. All right, so both of them are up there, so you can bless these ladies for their birthday. Trade with Jax 10 is BJ Dez, and Candy L58 is Candace. Okay, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. You don't even know how much because I'd have been here for the next 20 minutes trying to get that done. Okay. Jaja says, can you space it out like it shows one sentence, but we know who they are? I think the way she got it with the and, I think that might work. Let's try that. If not, then I'll post one of the other ones because they wrote it a couple times in the chat for us. Yes, and Lala made a good point. Oh, yep, activate your faith and protect your promise. That's what Keisha says. And let me get Lala's comment because that's another good one, y'all. Also remember, faith and fear cannot coexist. They don't exist on the same plane. So you got to activate one and get rid of the other. Okay? So we're going to get into the takeaways from our chat for today because I think it's a lot we can take away from it. And I think if we're honest, most of us can admit that we've been in that spot where you working and you're putting out your best work and you feel like you're not seen, you're not appreciated, nobody sees how hard you're working. Everything is just it's just not going right. And when you start to feel that way, let's start looking at some other things that can be causing this. What are some of the other reasons that this might be happening? What are some of the reasons that this may be happening? Okay. So the first thing we want to take away from this chat today is one, stop trying to be recognized in somebody else's space. We don't have to do it. We don't need to do it. It's not necessary. You're putting your dreams in somebody else's hands. Okay. And the next thing we want to take away is that you're wasting time. You are wasting time. Time is one of your resources that you alone control. So you're wasting that resource waiting for someone else to notice your value. You I would like for us to take away from this conversation that you frustrate your dreams and you put obstacles in front of yourself when you place your dreams in somebody else's hands. It can lead to all of those negative emotions that we were all putting in the chat, be it frustration, being pissed off, angry, discouraged, apathetic, depressed, all those bad feelings, even wanting to cry, one of the young ladies put in here. So those are the things that you cause by doing that. The next takeaway is that we got to ask ourselves, what is preventing you from doing what you have to do for yourself? Yes, DC, makes you feel small. That bad feeling. That's right. And Anne Gray says, don't let fear cause you to abort your promise. Good one. Good one. And the next thing is, after you ask yourself what's preventing you from doing what you need to do to be recognized in your own space, then you have to ask the question, you know, you have to tell yourself the truth, which is you have a part to play in this. This is definitely your fault here. You have some fault here. And that's not a bad thing, but sometimes we have to recognize what fault we have and what part we play so we can stop doing it, right? Then the next thing and the final thing is conquer your fear and just do it. Put on your Nikes and just do it. Nothing should stop you. No one has the power to stop you but you. Whatever your talent is, whatever your ability is, whatever your gift is, if you good at taking care of children, you don't have to beg the lady at the daycare to give you more hours because you know this is what you love and you love those kids and that's what you're good at. That's all well and good. But do your own thing. Do your own thing. Candace Lane, they paging you in the chat, baby. They paging you in the chat. That's a great takeaway, Tammy. Okay. Because that's what I want us to take away. Just do it. Stop being afraid. Even though people may criticize you, it's okay. It's okay if they criticize you. Did you die though? That's the question. Did you die? If you didn't, then chances are you gonna live and you gonna be able to do it another day. And sometimes you can take the criticism and it's constructive criticism and it can make you fine tune yourself. We can't be so opposed to criticism and have such an adverse reaction to it that we don't take it in. Sometimes even your haters can help you become more sharp. So listen, if you're a singer and somebody says, "Ooh, she's pitchy," they may be being very ugly. But if you listen back, maybe you are pitchy, maybe you are a little sharp, and then you can tighten up. If it's criticism where there's nothing you can take away from it to help you, then you just ignore it and you put it out of your head because you don't need it. And you're not supposed to let people rent space in your head. No way. If you're an actress and you're doing your best work and somebody says, well, you know what, she's coming off real contrived and fake, then maybe that'll let you go back and go back to the drawing board and get in the mirror and rehearse those lines or whatever it is that y'all actors and actresses do. I don't know. I ain't never been one. Okay? Whatever it is, take the part that you can use, throw away the part that you can't. But do not allow the fact that someone criticizing you, don't let that be an obstacle. Your fear of that be an obstacle to you doing what you love to do. Don't allow that to happen, okay? And if you're just afraid of failure, just tell yourself if you never try, you already failed. So what you got to be afraid of? That's right. Trust the process. There you go. Let them motivate you. Sometimes they can help you. Tammy says haters are your best critics, but maybe your fans wanting you to succeed. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes. That's right. Perfect your craft. If you love it, put your time into it, whatever it is, and just believe that you can. DT says, most importantly, don't be afraid to make your own dreams a reality. Don't let fear of rejection and critique stop you. If you didn't try, you already failed. And that is our final takeaway from this chat today. And this one was fun. I had a whole lot of mirror moments trying to put the notes down for this one. It was like, oh, I did that. Dang, I did that one too. God dog, I did that too. Ooh, shoot. Girl, listen, I had so many mirror moments just trying to make the notes for this chat that I was scared. I was almost scared to bring it out. I was like, I'm gonna hit myself in the head. But sometimes we got to, right? You gotta do it so that we can grow. You can't grow when you're pretending like you don't have deficiencies. When we pretend like we don't have, fear. When we pretend, hey, everybody has something. I don't care who you are. If you that tough, then that's cool. But understand that you might not be that tough every day. And if you got kids, one of your kids ain't gonna be that tough. And you're gonna have to try to give them some good advice and back them up when their turn comes. So this is just, one of those things where we have to have a human moment and have a little chit chat about, again, creating our own spaces and not begging to be recognized and be a part of someone else's. It's cool to be a part of something, but it's also cool to create your own. It's always cool to create your own. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Ann says, I am singing. If at first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again. That's right. And Jazzy says, I'm proud of you for that, Auntie. Thank you, love. Loretta Banks, hey, sis, says failure allows you to change and grow. It does. How do you know what you need to do until you get out there and mess up some stuff? You got to do that first. Okay, Lime Jello. All right. I see you, Crystal. All right. Miss G said the mirror tells you a lot about you. You just have to accept it. Tornadoes are touching down. Woo, girl, be careful. We're going to pray for you, okay? We got you. DT says, reminder, you can always rewatch the Crown chats if this resonates with you and look through the chats for the lessons too. Yeah, y'all be giving up some jewels in the chats, honey. That's right. And don't forget to have mirror time. Okay. Kesey says, I struggle with my speech, but I'm pushing through. That's right. I love it. Listen, I love talking with y'all. Like, this is good for me too, to be able to get it out. And sometimes it's good to have those painfully honest moments. Because sometimes, it's tough. It's not always easy for me to hold on. Okay, well, God bless you, Peter North. I'm not sure who that is, but we glad to have you. Come again if we can help. If anything we put out there helps, you're very welcome. Okay, DC, mine too. You be on the ready here. Be on the ready. That's why I got you where you are. All right, HU Angel One says yes. Save them to your faves if the crown chat spoke to you. So yeah, it's a lot of fun to talk about these things, but sometimes it's not so fun to be that transparent and to be that honest. It's very hard to be that honest about your own shortcomings, and sometimes telling yourself which part of it is your fault is the hardest thing to do. On point, DC. On point. Appreciate you. And Lala says it's funny how we allow ourselves to make others' dreams come true, but give up on our own. Let me tell you something. I had so much opposition and negative energy at one point. That's all I would do was help other people. I wouldn't even try. All right, Auntie Eva. We'll talk to you later. Jazzy says, I want to share something. I worked on a job doing my best work for 10 years and was not recognized by my bosses for good work. And I realized my worth and I quit. And now I'm my own boss. Now that's what I like to hear. Miss Laura, I'm so glad to see you. I ain't seen you in so long. It's good to see you. Oh, wow. Okay. AP Leo Queen says, I'd rather have stories full of failure on my road to success. That's right. That's right. That's the stuff that helps you. Kayla Tree says, good points. I will have to watch this again with no interruptions since watching while working. Okay. Wanda says that's where self-esteem comes in. Okay. All right. All right. Listen, y'all, I had fun talking with y'all today. This was therapeutic for me too, to get this stuff out and tell myself the whole truth and nothing but the truth. The part that was my fault, the things that I could do better. I've gotten past a lot of these things, but sometimes even dredging up them old memories, kind of sting a little bit. But you got to do it, right? So that way you can feel better. And I'm always saying, when you share what you've gone through and talk about what you learned, you can always, put it out there, and it may be helpful to somebody else. Okay? That is so awesome. So listen, ladies, let me hit some more housekeeping really, really quick, because the crown chats are a good time and not a long time. Okay? If you have not hit the like button, y'all, please help your sister out and hit the like button. Subscribe if you enjoy our content. Please, because we want you to come back again and come back again and come back again. If you want to join channel membership, the link is in the description box below the video. We have movie night coming up on August 27th. We have the Royal Talent Fest coming up on August 29th, and we want you to take part in those. If you want to compete in the Royal Talent Fest, go to the community tab, as long as you're a Royal family member, and list your name and let me know you're competing so I can add you to the list. Lady D. Rose Hannah, welcome to the Royal family. We're very happy to have you, and you are very highly welcome. Y'all make sure you all give her the royal welcome. Make sure she knows she is welcome here. She's loved and appreciated, okay? And so list underneath that flyer on the community tab if you plan on participating, so I can add your name to the list. Also, for movie night, you can continue to vote, but I think it's safe to say Harlem Nights as one. That will be on August 27th. We will be holding movie night on Zoom like we did last time, and we'll do the after party over here on the porch, okay? So with that being said, I think we've covered everything. Okay, everybody is welcome. Lady D. Rose Hannah, you are highly welcome again. The family is letting you know that we are happy to have you. Very happy to have you. Please don't be scarce. Come anytime and add something to the conversation. Throw something in there, because we're always happy to hear what y'all got to say. I can say I can only say what I can say my way, and y'all put a lot of times a whole different spin on it, and you say things that I didn't even think of. And I appreciate each and every one of you for contributing to our little chats and conversations during the week. So I appreciate you all, and I had a great time. I hope y'all did too. And we'll be back again tomorrow. So y'all make sure, please make sure that you click the notification bell and click all. That way you get the notifications. Let me put my banner up. I forgot. Y'all know I be forgetting stuff. That's all of my contact information. If you want to be added to text notifications, send your information to my email, which is scrolling at the bottom of the screen, which is Shanitra@fieldsdaughter.com. And my Instagram is Shanitra_royal. You can hit me on the inbox or on the email. I respond to everybody as quickly as I can. Y'all know I'm pretty quick, okay? Yep, ring that bell. And if you want text notifications, contact me, and I will make sure that you get a text notification. And every now and then, you might even get a little motivational message from me, just letting you know I thought about you and I want you to have a wonderful day. Okay? In the meanwhile, y'all enjoy your Tuesday. Have a great evening, great afternoon. Take care of yourselves. Please do stay encouraged. And most of all, y'all remember to encourage somebody else. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye, y'all.